Clara. Sunny late afternoon as we speak to you, although there's an awful lot of wind, which wasn't the case last night. This could be a little bit of a test for the swimmers as things will cool as the sun begins to dip. And it's an interesting 200 fly field, Rowdy. The two swimmers who represented the United States at the World Championships last summer. Camille Adams is not here. Maya Dorado did swim here, but she's not apparently in peak form right now. She did not make the finals. And so there's an opening, basically. We've got some young swimmers. Got a chance, and we'll see one veteran swimmer in a moment. This is Katie Kinnear. She'll be swimming out of... Excuse me, we have a changer. That is Allison Hoffler swimming out of lane 1. Hannah Saiz, the shorter YMCA swim team in Wisconsin, will swim out of lane 2. Lauren Harrington from the Athens Bulldog Swim Club. She'll be in lane 3. She was second in the NCAAs last year in the 200 fly. Emma Nunn in lane 4 from the Nova Virginia Aquatics. Number 1 qualifier is Adriana Pinto from Venezuela. She's twice represented her country in the Olympic Games. She'll be in the lane 5, the middle of the 9 lanes. Becca Mann, the 16-year-old, we're seeing her more and more in these finals of the Grand Prix from the North Baltimore Aquatic Club. Noelle Tarazona, Team Bruin, UCLA swimmer. She'll be in lane 7. Here's the veteran, Caitlin Leverins. We know her as an IM standout, a very good breaststroker. She's getting a chance here in the 200 fly. She'll swim out of lane 8. And Kylie Stewart, one of the fine young swimmers out of the Dynamo Swim Club in Georgia, will be in lane 9.
A lot on the line for this young lady, Caitlin Leverins, who has a chance to move up in the standings of the Grand Prix with this race and the 200 IM. She needs 5 points. You get 5 for first, 3 for second, and 1 for third. So she could technically get those 5 points by finishing second in both this race and the 200 IM a little bit later on in the program. So this is a very important race. It's interesting to think that she would swim this race knowing she only needs 5 points. I think the strategy behind that is probably saying, hey, let's go ahead and take a chance of maybe getting second in both. A lot on the line.
Yeah, we showed you those Grand Prix standings. Now, Katinka Hosu is going to win the prize money that goes for winning the Grand Prix Series. $20,000. This is very important for swimmers and help fund their training. But the BMW vehicles, there are restrictions, obviously, being a United States citizen, having a United States driver's license, and that, therefore, may allow a Caitlin Leverins to get her hands on a car for a year. Yep,
a USA swimming athlete is also big, and Caitlin Leverins, I think she's got to know that because right now she's first at the wall in this 200 fly, and she's gotten a lot better. When she swam the 400 IM last night, she had a spectacular lead-off leg on that 400 IM. That first 100 was really good for her, so she's improved dramatically in the 100 fly. Obviously, her best is breaststroke, but she's a pretty good flyer, so she can somehow get first or second here. Well, obviously, if she gets first, she's going to win a car, or at least a great BMW for a year.
A fabulous Eric Pearsall is here tonight. Rowdy, you were involved with him working in an event before the competition started for Arena. And Caitlin Leverins was talking to Pearsall, and she understood the point potential and the chance for her to potentially get her hands on a vehicle.
But I've got to get a better story about this whole Grand Prix series and money and BMWs in just a minute when Connor Dwyer swims. It is a fascinating story, so stay tuned for that.
Right now in those middle between the white lane markers, Pinto in lane 5. She was the top qualifier, and she is coming in.
And Leverins is going to fade and not get a point in this race.
Becca Mann came in second and Lauren Harrington third. A strong swim for Adriana Pinto at 2:10.59. That is only 5/10 off her personal best.
Again, this event is one of the weaker events for the U.S. swimmers. Pinto being from Venezuela. Here's coming into the turn at the 100 mark. There's Pinto right in front of you. Good butterfly, solid catch right away. She establishes that deep catch right away, travels forward, very patient with her stroke. you could see how that patience paid off for her here, as she was not in the lead at the 100 and then moved into the lead into this third 50, Ted, and had that great breakout, kept the head down all the way, and then here's the flags in, puts that head down 1 stroke, 2 strokes, 2:10 plus. And again, it's not a very fast time. It's over 3 seconds, or just about 3 seconds away from a top 10 time in the world this year, but certainly a good win, going away by almost 2 seconds.
And for her, again, for Adriana Pinto, it's 48/100ths off a personal best swim for her. Becca Mann second, Lauren Harrington claims third, and Caitlin Leverins, who we were focused on and the possibility of getting Grand Prix points, does it as she places 5th. One thing we saw in those final meters of the swim there were the wind. You could see the flags up over the pool were just whipping. What will that kind of an impact will that have to?
Well, it will certainly affect the backstrokers coming up.
All right, so the women's 200 fly begins our proceedings tonight. We'll have the men's 200 fly. Chase Kalish will be featured when we come back on Universal.
National MVP final in the men's 200 fly.